Hello, guys. So we have a very special week because there are many windows in time during this week. We have a Wednesday evening that will be the full moon, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have Thursday evening that will be the special day of the revelation of the Zohar, the book of splendor, which is the basic of the teaching of Kabbalah, but more than that, the spreading of the energy of love. Every place that the Zohar stay is activating, the Zohar activating that place, the power of love, the power of care towards another. Therefore, if it is the body of the person, the love between the parts of the body, so it's activating the power of healing. If it is the money, so it activates the energy of abundance because there is unity. When there is love, there is unity. When there is love, there is peace, it's true. But this peace creates harmony of everything, harmony between people, harmony in nature, harmony in the health of people, harmony in the abundance of this planet, harmony of having rejuvenation in everything that we have. It's ideas, it's our work, it's relationship, it's the things that we have in our life, it's money or work, whatever it is, relationship. The nature creates more when we are in love of each other. But this whole chapter speaks about the priests. And there are two things. One is the fact that the priest had to stay the majority of their time in the temple, because the temple is the place in which they could influence the whole world. Today, we don't have a temple, but each and every one of us, we are holding the world in us. And we have a great responsibility of what is happening in the world with little actions that we do. We don't have to be those, big politician or, people that are doing the huge changes. If you can, why not? But each and every one of us did, every chapter, every story that we read, it's not about specific people, all of us. It relates, it speaks to all of us. And the idea is that each one of us supposed to see the whole world under his hands and to check ourselves in which way we are behaving that influence the world to that way or that way. And if we think, about the holy priest, one very special thing that we will have also in this portion, it's the power of Aharon Cohen, the great priest. Yes, what is so special with Aharon? That he did everything to keep peace between people. And we know that peace with another person starts with the peace with ourselves. And we know that if I want to create a bridge towards another person, although that person maybe did me wrong, but I understand that I'm asking myself why it is in my movie. I pause and change myself until the situation is changing. Yes. And I'm not pointing that person to be my enemy. And when we are changing those small things between us, then also we will be able to influence the big wars that are a result of all those small things that we are doing. The other thing is to check ourselves. Because another point that the priest had to be careful with is not to be next to an energy of death. What it has to do with us, what is dead in our life. And the point is, like we learn from Michael Berg on Kabbalah.com. And again, I highly recommend, if it is the videos of Michael and Monica and the Rav Berg and Karen Berg and all the other teachers, I highly recommend, because every time you learn another phase of the energy of this week. Eitan Yardeni is recording very short messages, which are amazing. But let's go back to focus. So the priest, it's each and every one of us that we want to pay attention, that we are not falling into ourselves. When we are busy, it says about the priests that if they would have one moment that they would be busy with themselves, they would die in place, because they would be in the Holy of Holy. What is the Holy of Holy? It's a place that you are 100% in service. You are 100% for others. We don't see when we are diminishing the limiting, yes, we are killing. That's what I was looking for. Yes, we are killing our days. We are killing our energy. How? Every time. It's not, again, it's not the story about the priests. It's about us. Every time we are doing actions that are selfish, that we are busy too much with ourselves, and we don't see others, we are not reaching out, we are not going out of ourselves. Always me, my issues, my life, my. Even if I have a lot of issues, especially if I have a lot of issues, I want to reach out. I want to do actions. And the beautiful thing is that they are organized, the universe organized this year, that two big righteous left the world, and it happened to be specifically in this day. And what is so special about those big righteous, I will name them to connect to their energy, Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes and Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Both of them had the energy of being totally out of themselves, always thinking and looking for the others. How can I do for someone else? How can I help? How can I assist? How I can create a miracle for someone? How can I listen to someone? How can I be for the other? What can I do to elevate the energy of the world? That was with what they were busy. So we have their strength, and we have also the vibration and the energy of this week that speaks about go out of yourself. What are you doing to change the hatred that exists in the world? What are the actions that will allow me to add love to the world, especially this week, especially in the day of Rabbi Shimon, which is going to be on Thursday night and Friday? What is this action? Every action that will help us, all of us, to bring the Zohar to be in another spot, in someone else's life, by sponsoring it, by giving it out, at every way, by allowing another person to be open to this. In every way, what's going to happen? The energy of that love is going to vibrate. And instead of the hatred that we see today, people will change. You cannot change from the outside. Rav Berg would always teach us. You cannot change result with result. You need to go to the seed level, to the cause. And the cause of all this craziness that happens in the whole world, it's a hatred for no reason. Why? Because I behave with hatred for no reason towards someone in this way or another. And I want to fix specifically this week, because we have the energy of peace. We have the energy of love specifically this week. So what am I doing What am I doing to change my way of behaving towards another? Rabbi Schleig is saying, yes, guys, you're busy with things that are not important because you were busy of religiosity or, the study itself. If the studies doesn't bring me to be a more loving and more caring person, if the study doesn't bring me to be a more sharing person, more than yesterday, that today I have a feeling to share more than what I felt yesterday, so I'm stagnant. What am I doing with this teaching? It's just like that. That's what Rav Ashlag is saying. Yes, you are focusing on the unimportant points, because everything that you study, that you do, your actions, your studying, your scanning of the Zohar, everything, your sharing actions, supposed to bring you to a place that you love more, that you are there more for people. That's the important thing. And more you do those actions, and you are less and less selfish, you want to see two things happening in your life. One, Michael Berg is saying, is vitality, and the other one is eternity. What do I mean? When I see that I am passionate, I have energy, I want to do, I have ideas, I'm meeting people, I move myself, I know I am on the right path. I know I have vitality. It is a good sign. It means I am doing actions of sharing. I am doing actions of out of myself, out of my comfort zone. But if I see myself, don't want to work, don't want to do, grabbing myself, from one place to another, just doing, just existing, accepting everything that happened. Okay, what can I do? I'm too much in myself, and I need to open myself and see what can I do out of myself. No matter what I did yesterday, new energy. Same way that I want something new, I want to share something new, a different level, a different, a stronger way, whatever it is, new level. And the second thing is eternity. What do I mean? Eternity is when things stays forever. You said something, someone shared what you said with someone else. You gave love to someone, that person shared that love with someone else. So on. That whatever you create with your thoughts, your words, and your action stays, doesn't finish. Because all the actions that we are doing that are selfish, they are disappearing from this world. What stay? Just an action that you light the soul of someone else, that you shared love to someone else, that you allowed another person to understand something, to realize something, and then that person share it with someone else and someone else and someone else. How amazing it is. And we want to be in that category of people that are breaking each time their limits and growing their way of out of myself, sharing actions, new way to share, new way of seeing, how to approach, how to bring people together. I want to finish with a paragraph from the Zohar. It is in the whole small chapter, is in portion Emor, of course, verse 26, 27, 28. But I will read only 27, which is very powerful. This time I'm going to explain it also. ככה זה, לך השם הצדקה כדעת, לך אדוני הגדולה והגבורה, מן צדקה, אתר דכל אנפי נהירין אחידן בי, והוא אחיד בכולהו ובי השתתקו. ולנו בושת הפנים, אתר דכל אנפי נהירין להתרחקה מיני, צדקה אמת קשות ונהורה דחולה, ונהורה דאנפין חידו דחולה, בושת כיסופה רחיקו דקישוט מן דחשיף, בגין דאמת דיו צדקה התרחק מיני, רחיקו דאנפין נהירים. And Rabbi Shlag is explaining. Come and see. To you, the creator, the donation, הצדקה. You can say to you, the creator, the greatness and the splendor that are the aspects of the creator. Chesed, Gvura, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, Yesod, Malchut. All the spheres from Chesed to Malchut. The 7 spheres. Af tzedakah hi midat malchut. Tzedakah, the donation, is from the level of Malchut. Mi hi tzedakah? Who is the tzedakah? It is a place in which all the faces, like we have the world, we have faces, all the different levels are enlightened. They are full of light. And that's enlight the sfirot, and the sfirot enlights the faces. Means that the malchut of all the sfirot of Ze'er Anpin נמצאות בה, exist in it. And we are ashamed. זה מקום, what is a shame? What is this place of being ashamed? Of feeling the shame? It's this place that all the enlightened faces, we are getting far away from them. It's the secret of the opponent. Tzedakah, Shia Malchut, tzedakah, which donation, that is the Malchut, is truth. ואורם של הכל ואור הפנים. So the tzedakah, which is Malchut, is the light, is the truth. It's the light of everything, the light of the face, and the joy of everything. Boshet, so the shame that is the opponent, it is the feeling of going away, departuring, yes, separating from the truth. Each time that I feel ashamed is because we are far from the truth. היא חרפה והתרחקות האמת. כי מי שנתבייש הוא בשביל שהאמת שהיא צדקה נתרחקה ממנו. Like that state of mind or state in which we feel shame is because the enlightened faces took space from us, or we took space from them, from lack of actions, lack of out of ourselves. It's because the truth is tzedakah. שהיא התרחקות של הפנים, okay? And if it got far away, so also the light, the enlightened face got far away. So we want to see where we are, and according to that, really to choose what are the actions that I want to do to feel that joy of connecting with the enlightened faces, yes, that show me, that allows me to feel that flow, that I can see the connections of things, that I can see the continuity of everything that I'm putting out there in the world. Okay, so with this complicity of actions that we can do simply by thinking out of myself, simply by my actions of sharing. So think to yourself where you are and what are the actions of sharing. Different challenges of actions, okay? Not like I did yesterday, no. Think about something that will challenge you out of yourself. What kind of actions would you do this week? Maybe especially all the week. The truth to say, we are bombarded with like very special energy and like elevated strength this week from so many places, from the energy of the portion, the chapter, from Rabbi Meir, from the full moon that we have the existence of all the righteous, and Rabbi Shimon. So we're really surrounded with so much energy this week. So every day you're going to choose to do something, go for it. And I want to finish by the fact to do this closure. Why to do action towards the Zohar, or whatever actions that I'll do with the Zohar? Because in the Zohar, how the Zohar was written, the Zohar was written with love. Love between the friends. That's what makes this book so powerful. So removing darkness, removing chaos from people's life. Thanks to what? Thanks to love. So imagine how powerful this book is. Imagine what actions of care and love can actually do for this generation. I wish you a very significant week. Choose right. All the best, guys.